Looks well cool.
It does, this is an epic view. Welcome back to Just a Couple G's. Last you heard of us, we had just got robbed. And now we're not in Bali. We got updates on the robbery for you. We're gonna share what we're doing the rest of this year. We've left Bali, why we've left Bali.
Where are we now?
Where are we now? What are we doing here? The plan for the rest of this year is going to be essentially to find home. We're traveling, we've put all of our stuff in storage. Essentially, yeah, gonna find where we wanna live outside of Bali because we feel good that Bali isn't the one anymore, or we just wanna see what else is out there.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
There's a lot of maybes, isn't there?
There's a lot of maybes.
But one thing that's not a maybe is the bloke who robbed us is out of prison. He never went to prison. We've got to tell you about this because I feel as though we kind of opened a can of worms when we turned the camera on to film it. Have you been robbed in Bali before this time?
No.
I've been robbed a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was just purely my incompetence or bad luck.
Yeah.
But from what I understand from knowing enough people, Western people there, and not even just Westerners, like local people as well, it is a relatively common practice to be robbed. So the fact that that was the 5th time that I'd had something robbed from me of a substantial value, if I don't get the stuff back, I'm going to try and make something back from this. So a monetized YouTube video. So people were saying like, oh, you shouldn't have filmed it. Nah, bollocks to that. Do you know what I mean? Like, from what I saw, there was half the people were like, yeah, screw this guy. He's robbed you. He's lucky he didn't get his head kicked in. And then you've got the other side of the fence, which was you didn't need to expose. What do you mean I didn't need to expose him? I knew what was going to happen. I knew he wasn't going to go to prison. I knew he wasn't going to go to jail and would be released again straight away.
I mean, it wasn't really planned, was it? Like, we tracked the AirPods. We knew where all of our stuff was. We had the phone, which was your phone.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it had gone.
Film what happened. No, not your phone that got stolen. Your phone that we filmed on.
Oh yeah.
So we knew that we were turning up at the right place.
Because going to a robber, like, you don't know how far people are going to go when it comes to breaking the law. Stealing from someone is one thing, but then attacking someone could be another thing. Like, it was kind of stupid of us, and I wouldn't recommend doing what we did, really.
No, actually.
But we were actually very lucky that he was so passive, not an aggressive person.
Yeah, it could have been anything, actually.
It could have been anything.
Which I guess was good why we filmed too, so then you've got the, like...
Yeah, but then at the same time, I think the reason he was let go, to be quite honest,
what's happened?
He was let go within about 2 weeks of being held, which when we left the police station at the end of the last video, you can see this clip here, we leave and we're kind of like, well, we did the job. We got the guy, we got our stuff back.
He's with the police.
But then he won't be able to do this again because he's going to go to jail for a while and learn a lesson. I'm not saying put him away for life. That was never what I was feeling. And even there was more sympathy for him, more than anger, I think, even on the day. But what the police in Indonesia and Bali have come out and said is that because we got back our things, there wasn't enough tangible evidence left for them to hold him. Basically, because we did the police's job for them, they then released him because they didn't have enough evidence available to them, despite the video of collecting all of our stuff from his home. There wasn't enough tangible evidence remaining to be able to hold the guy in custody and put him to jail.
So the question they're asking is whether he's really a criminal, which from our video, he is a criminal, but they don't see him as a criminal because they didn't see the criminal activity. So anyway, he's out, he's on the loose. That's the update on that.
Yeah, so the warning really is, he went to Jakarta straight away. Little big city holiday. Celebration of being let out after 2 weeks of robbing us of all of our things.
Yeah.
And just keep an eye out for him. Watch the video back again, and if you're in Indonesia, just be careful because...
It happens. And I posted after we found all of our stuff, I posted on some community groups if anyone had been robbed or looking for some things that were potentially in this guy's house. And the amount of replies that I got from other people that had been robbed from cleaners or just been robbed in general was, quite shocking. But also, you live in a country where it happens everywhere. It really does happen everywhere. That's the update on the robbery. We're now staring out into a cityscape, which is not quite what we came from, living an island life. So what the hell are we doing staring at skyscrapers right now?
I mean, first of all, we should probably say that the reason we left Bali in the first place
Oh.
wasn't just
That's
because
true.
of this robbery.
Yeah, no.
That was kind of like okay, right, let's just get out of here now. Like there was enough
The
things.
cherry on the cake, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that happened before, but
Yeah.
we've both been in Bali for what, 5 years, basically living full time.
Solidly 5 years. You a bit before, in and out.
Yeah, you
But
too.
Yeah, but a long time basically. We both lived there through COVID. COVID was probably the most incredible time to have been in Bali. Since everything's been lifted and released, it's changed a lot. I mean, you'll see what you see or hear from other people, what you hear, but there's a lot of traffic everywhere, construction everywhere, dust everywhere. The amount of people getting sick and food poisoned and everything is just ridiculous. Like the idea of having a
bad.
normal belly, like
Yeah.
is fiction kind of for us towards the end. So there's lots of reasons there, and I guess as we kind of progress in our relationship too, we're thinking like, where do we actually want to live? Why we decided to put all of our stuff into storage, basically a whole house into a 5 cubic meter
Yeah.
storage unit. And essentially travel with, as you can see here, 26 kilo suitcases each.
For a
And
year, basically.
Basically for a year. We've
Yeah.
got a few countries like lined up that we are intending on looking or going and traveling and seeing. And all of them are very different. We're starting here in Bangkok. We love Southeast Asia. We love Bangkok. We've come here a lot. We love Thailand.
The logic was to basically be in Bali and then fly somewhere close so that we can be here.
Yeah.
It's not like we've got endless bounds of money either.
No.
We both work online. You want to talk about what you've just done or not?
I've just finished a PT course.
So you're going to be an online personal
So
trainer.
I'll be an online personal trainer, but
cool.
to do not just like your average online personal trainer. It's going to be female only cycle synced personal training online, which I can do remotely whilst we travel this year. So that's the kind of idea. I just finished that course, which was a good time for us to leave and go adventuring. So we are both working online, luckily. But yeah, as you said, we're not making bags of money. So we started here.
A lot of people will love the idea of living wherever they want, but they won't do it. And I understand that. It is scary. It was scary to leave England to say I'm living in Bali, and it kind of happened by accident because COVID forced it. And I was like, I'm not going to go back to the flipping dictatorship country and
Yeah.
live there when I could be on an island. Yeah, there were still restrictions and rules and stuff, but like be with a coconut, an empty Bali,
Yeah.
or a London where you're not allowed to leave your house for more than 20 minutes a day. Like,
Yeah.
sorry, but I made the right decision for me.
No brainer.
Understand that people might not want that then, and it might have kind of just put people off
Yeah.
taking a big jump now because they don't know what's going to happen. It's scary out there in the world. Specifically from an island to a city, there's different energy in a city. It can be, even for me personally, just looking out at big buildings makes my brain think a bit further. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
It's stimulating.
Yeah.
There's always stuff going on. You're looking out the window, there's busy, like little ants going on out there.
Yeah, and even hearing like a siren.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of miss living in London, living in East London, and like hearing the cops every 5 seconds. And I feel like there's something wrong with the country if I didn't hear an ambulance every 10 minutes. You know what I mean? But like little things that on an island, you don't necessarily get that.
In Bali though, right now, you do hear a lot of noises. There's construction, there's bikes. It's different kind of noises, I guess.
Annoying noises, not living noises. Do you know what I mean?
Thing is, I think personally, as much as this is novelty, I guess, right now, like this view that we've got right now is insane. Looking out on eye level of skyscrapers is very, very, very cool. Personally, I think the busyness and the need for some kind of nature is gonna hit me pretty soon.
Yeah.
I love living in a city. Like I love being able to just go out and walk
I can see a tree.
and just go. Yeah, I can see trees too. I love city, but I think for me, I will need a bit more quiet than city. But I'm glad that we did and that we are living here for a while. It's a very cool city. Lots going on.
But it's good that you say that now because we've been in this apartment, what, a week?
Yeah, a week
And we've got it for 2 months.
Yes.
So we wanted to try and give enough time to be able to like definitively say, yes, I can live there, or no, I can't live there.
Yeah.
And as much as we both love Bangkok, we love going out and walking and eating all the street food. Like, we're going to post content about that because we just love doing that stuff.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think for me, a non-negotiable when it comes to actually finding a home is to be able to have enough outside space And like even comparatively, right, London, there's so many parks, there's so many fields that you can go into.
Yeah.
And in Bangkok, yes, there is greenery, but it's just so flipping busy everywhere.
Yes.
Tick all the boxes that we need to do to work whilst living somewhere else to establish if that place or this place is the place.
And we'll give a roundup kind of maybe in a month or so, in a few weeks, towards the end of our living here.
We'll make some living in Bangkok content to show people what it is like.
But to kind of round up what we loved about it, what we need a bit more of, what didn't float our boat, what we really liked about it. Like, we've got this amazing like nozzle thing on the tap right now, which
that's the reason we're here.
Which I really love. Yeah, but I think every place that we go, we kind of have this list. We've lived with each other long enough now. We've lived in Bali together. We've been together 16 months.
Yeah, just over now.
Just over 16
We're into
months.
month 17.
Live together.
It's getting serious.
For quite a lot of that. So we know each other quite well. Yeah, we have our things that we love, which we are hoping to kind of find and have in each place that we go and live.
Hopefully we can. I know we not posted on this channel for 2 months, then before that it was even 2 months, then we got robbed and we made a video and then we disappeared again. Just been so much going on. Like packing up whole life into 26 kilograms is a lot.
Somewhere has been your home for so long, for 5 years. You know your way around places, you know where to go for certain things, you have your friends there, you just know how everything works. Totally relocating to an opposite, like a totally contrasting location is upheaving.
Upheaving,
it's
upheavaling.
hard.
I don't know if that's a word, but I know exactly what you mean, it should be.
Vision and mindset and knowing that it's not a forever place, potentially. We don't know. This is it, is that by the end of this year...
There's so many we don't knows in this video, but what we do know is we want to embrace the I don't knows.
Yes.
To maximise the potential that wherever we decide to have a family, we've tried everywhere across the world that we wanted to.
Yeah. And if it's Bali at the end of it, it might be Bali at the end of it. But at least we went out and...
What we need to remember is nowhere is perfect.
Yes, exactly.
People are going to rob you.
Exactly.
They're going to get away with it and it's going to be all right and you just got to live with it.
And there's so many amazing things in Bali.
There is a lot of great things about Bali. It's still a very beautiful place.
Yeah.
I just feel like I need a break from it whilst it calms down to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Because the over tourism, which is again something people talk about a lot, and people will say, yeah, just get out of Canggu, get out of Uluwatu. I've been everywhere on the flipping island.
Yeah.
I've travelled everywhere. I don't really see myself living in the jungle. I don't see myself living in a little village somewhere.
Yeah.
So it is too busy everywhere else, so I've got to go.
So that's what this year is going to be all about. We're going to take you with us. We're going to take you to all the cities, what we love about all the different places that we go. Yeah. Did we find what we love, aka tennis courts? What else do we? We need hot weather.
Food.
Good food is a big one for us.
Bit of nature.
We do a lot of exercise and we eat a lot of food. You'll see that through our videos on our Instagram.
Yeah, we've just waffled a lot.
We
said we weren't going to waffle. I think we should just wrap it up here. Basically, the guy got away with it because they didn't think it was a big enough crime to put him down.
At least we got our stuff back, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's hope he doesn't do it again.
And I'll just say, I hope if you're watching this video, Mr. Man, I hope that you've kind of learned a lesson by being in custody for 10 days or whatever it was before you were released. I hope that you don't go and do this again because like robbing people is just not nice. Like you had a job, you were going to get paid for the job. That's how you work your way up. You don't have to steal.
Yeah.
Like for me, people are like, but look, he's not got anything. I'm like,
just true.
Oh, okay. But so also, then just go and steal from.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that manners and morals go out the door.
I just can't go down that too heavy path. I'm going to edit this video. I'm going to cut a load of it out. We literally said in the lift when we went down to get this coffee, which by the way, like coffee for me is a massive thing. Like I love coffee. This cost 50p. Like it's insane. It's a lovely little couple.
Made by this cute little couple down literally across the road.
Unreal. But let's bugger off.